listening to the AfterBuzz TV Network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, King Johnson.
From the AfterBuzz Studios in Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and Bing.com, and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies, this is AfterBuzz TV's Mob Wives After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. If you'd like to buzz in on tonight's show, you can buzz us at 424-256-1729. That's 424-256-1729. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AfterBuzz TV's Mob Wives After Show.
Yo, what up, AfterBuzzers? It's your boy, DJ Jesse Janedy, here in the AfterBuzz Studios for Mob Wives Season 2, Episode 7, Mob Daughters.
Woo! Yes, it does deserve a round of applause.
Very excited. Unfortunately, I was not here last week, which I really wanted to be because last week's episode was amazing. But we're here joined tonight with
Cameron Marston.
Across from Cameron,
Brittany Brower.
next to Brittany,
Kameron Safford.
and flying, giving us a bird's eye view of the Mob Wives crew is
Tyler Brockington, the pilot.
very new to the Mob Wives show. This is actually his first episode ever.
Ever. Never seen it.
What did you think of the show?
I loved it.
Loved
I
it.
feel so bad for them, though.
Why?
Because they're always crying and always bitching. And
Oh,
always...
have you ever been to the East Coast before?
Yeah.
Feel just like home. That's why I love the show. It reminds me of my family. You know, we always do superlatives. So this week's superlative, our special segment is who would you F, who would you marry, and who would you kill? So make sure you call us, tweet us.
Start tweeting people.
Yes.
Tweet me now at Brittany Brower. Let me know who you'd F, M for marry, or K for kill. I'm not going to do the first one.
Girls just want to have fuck.
I don't know what that is. Right. Apparently we can say fuck, so.
I don't know. They just
It's a short flight.
Do
We're not going
ladies
far.
work here?
We got buttons that we're pressing and stuff. All right, so of course this week we have to continue the drama that we've been continuing the whole damn season. I'm getting sick of it. You guys over this whole Carla Drita?
Yes, it's exhausting. It's so much going on with like all these women do or go to lunch, dinner, or breakfast, talk about what they're pissed off about, and then they go have lunch, breakfast, or dinner with someone else, and then talk about what they talked about at the dinner. I mean, it's just like an ongoing meals and drama.
Their like dinner receipts must be out of control for the month on how many times they go
I mean,
out to
I would
eat.
because I could write that off.
I mean,
like this was work.
Yeah.
Business.
Isn't that normal?
I just kind of I think that's why I love so much Big Ange, because it's such a comic relief. I'm so sick of hearing about the same stupid fight when Ramona and Carla being like the big dogs and, you know, being so tough and always talk, like, just get over it. You know, even Drita has kind of moved on. Like she's not talking about it so much. I mean, still more. I mean, she's still talking about it, but not like they are. It's like they cannot let it go.
Well, like Big Ange said, what are they writing about it in their diaries? I mean, I don't know. Did you guys think Ramona was more starting? I mean, last week she went and sat down with Carla. Do you think she was more starting another fire? Mm-hmm. Or she was really trying to put it under the...
I think she was starting a fire because she turned around and just kept talking bad about her. Like, she didn't really solve anything. She went right up to Karen and Renee and was like, oh, you know, like she said this, and this. I mean, we're going to work it out, but they're going to fight. I'm predicting that Karen and Ramona are going to get in another fight with at least Carla, maybe Drita, but one of them is going to fight.
Why would you think Carla, though? Do you think they're going to push her against the wall?
I think Carla's going to be in a fight before the end of the season.
Oh, really?
I do.
I would love to see that. I'm not.
I don't know. Carla's kind of like, she likes to be neutral.
She got in a fight with Renee last year.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know, yeah, but I just think that that whole thing with them doing lunch or dinner together with Ramona and Carla, I don't know. I just felt like it was just Ramona. She's not trying to be friends with her. She's trying to take her from Drita. You know what I mean? I think she's just trying to like initiate Carla into their group, like trying to take them and they want to make Drita on the outside.
Right.
You know, where Drita has no one.
It's high school games. Like,
Totally.
I mean, we see
I
it
don't
with
even
Karen.
think they care about being friends with Carla. They just want to take her away from Drita.
But how different is this from normal day that we see around us all the time anyway? This is, I see
No,
it.
definitely.
You girls are catty. I'm
Well,
just saying.
I would actually be annoyed for Drita. I would be annoyed if I was Drita because I'd be like, Carla, don't go have lunch with her. Don't go have dinner with her.
Yeah,
But then you seem bitter. Like
Yeah.
it makes a difference to you.
I'd be bitter. I'll take bitter all day long.
Yeah.
I'll
It's-
be
You're
a
not
bitter
really.
bitch.
You can't say she's being loyal when she's sitting across from you having dinner with you. Like they're like, oh, I like how
But
she's loyal
Drita's
to
track
Drita.
record, she doesn't have a track record of being loyal anyway. So
Who's?
Drita.
Well, and so this is the thing. I mean, I look at it as it's the female mob. I mean, obviously they can't kill people on the show. So what they're doing is taking these girls down.
Character assassination.
Exactly. So I don't know. I think that exactly like you said, they're putting Carla in a position to leave Drita on the outside. But I also think that they're testing Carla and pushing her against a wall to see is she going to snap it. We were the good guys. We wanted to be friends with you. We came to you. So they, in their twisted mind, think that this is going to make them look like the good guys.
I don't really even understand why Ramona and Carla and all of them are in a fight anymore. It all started with Karen and Drita, like last season. What does anybody have to do with this now? How did this get so out of control with like, oh, I heard from the neighborhood, 2 boroughs.
Yeah,
like,
I
really?
hate. That's the best
That's
one.
what you guys are fighting about?
I heard from different boroughs, from 2 to be a matter of fact.
I mean, I
Like,
don't
what?
understand. Yeah, I'm like, I've never in my life been in a fight with somebody because they heard from a borough in the summertime that I did not like them, and I said they were my arch enemy. And now, what do you know? Like, I don't.
And they
get
take
it.
offense
I
rather
wanna
than
be like
laugh it
this.
off.
I heard from downtown. I heard from the valley. I heard from Encino, from Woodland Hills.
Yeah,
Calabasas is all over.
It's all over Calabasas. I know who spread that.
that's what I'm saying. It's like this is so ridiculous.
Just say you heard people talking about it. Why do we gotta give location and boroughs? I don't get it.
I don't know. I'm over the whole drama. But I will say I don't know. So you guys obviously think that Drita was in the right to kind of get upset the fact that she went and had dinner with Ramona.
Right.
To me, if Drita should have been the bigger person, be like, oh, really? You had dinner with her? And laugh it off.
See how that works out for you.
Right. Not like she really got upset. Like, but do you think that's Drita being afraid?
I
or-
would have been like that. I actually
I
agree
would've
with
been-
Drita. I've been like, okay, so Cams and I have been friends since we were like 14. So if she went and met up with someone that was in a really big that hated my guts, I mean, literally hated my guts, and she went out and met up with him, I'd be like, dude,
Yeah.
why the hell are you like?
I would have ended that on the
But
phone
they've
call.
never
when-
spoken. Ramona and Carla have never had a conversation. So it's almost like, and now the drama's between the two of them.
Right.
She
So-
probably should have told Drita first.
Yeah, no,
at
I agree
least.
with that.
Hey girl, I
definitely
gotta go
agree.
do this for the show. You know it's for the show, girl.
They're paying for dinner.
Hi, girl.
You know we're going to Louis.
You know
so-
I got. You know I gotta get a free meal.
They got those bread sticks.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm ready for that. I'm ready for that whole thing too.
I love how Drita meets Carla, and it always starts off with, and this has happened multiple times when they meet up after she's met with one, like after she's talked to Carla or Ramona. I love how they always meet up. So, what have you been up to?
Like we didn't just have breakfast.
What have
this
you been
morning.
doing? What you been doing this week? Haven't talked to you. What are your best friends? You know you talk to her. You know she knows.
Yeah.
I just love how it starts every meal, that same conversation. What have you been doing?
I did too, but I mean, I'm so over the talking about this drama. I mean, I don't know how many more episodes we have to go through with it, but let's talk about the mob family. And Cam, we've talked about this on other reality shows. Especially Real Housewives loves to bring the children in and exploit them. What do you guys look at this show as when they bring the kids in? Do you
Being the mothers that you are.
ladies?
I couldn't be further from
But,
having
no,
kids, the
but
two
can
of
you have to
us.
understand? Do you look at it as their children are being exploited?
Absolutely.
Well, okay, so the kid in this one, when Ramona's with her children and she's explaining to them why they're, her boyfriend's in jail.
And make sure the cameras can get your reaction shots, kids.
Yeah.
Let's have a picnic.
You're all gonna line
In a
up
picnic.
in a
Let's go to the
line.
park. We're going to go to the park and talk about, well, your daddy is in jail. But he loves you.
Not
he
even
loves you.
daddy.
No, yeah. Stepdaddy.
The guy I'm screwing.
Yeah, the guy I'm screwing, exactly. So, and then the little girl goes, they won't let him out on bail.
That's the best.
I was like, why the hell does this little girl know what bail is? Like, they're like, I had no idea what bail was when I was like 7.
Well,
I think I just figured out what bail was.
Too, right? Even they're
about-
from Staten Island. It's Staten Island.
They're like,
they probably.
Isn't it kind of common?
they won't even let him out on bail. I mean, poor kids.
Ramona's kids are, I don't know, they seem very adult.
I'll tell you whose kids got to be the most screwed up is Karen's. Like, Karen brings her kid out. Karina. Poor Karina. Karen's like, oh, look you up. Your sister, this girl. Mommy's in a fight. And then she's like, now go back to daddy in Arizona. I'll see you in 6 months when the show wraps up.
I gotta make that money.
Mommy's busy.
Yeah, what a horrible mother.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Whose daughter was it that when she was writing and she talked to, I guess.
That's
That's
Aaliyah.
Drita's daughter.
Oh, okay.
So what? I mean, out of all of them, I think Drita probably exploits her daughter the most.
Yeah.
Oh, that was the best tonight when Drita's daughter asked, Mommy, have you been in a fight?
Yeah.
I'm like, do you watch the show?
Yeah.
Do you want to have a Halloween party this year?
Yeah, where did that come from?
So clearly, dick in the soup. I mean, the daughter was asking the question, smile on her face.
Yeah, she knew that. I mean, the daughter's got to see the show. Or read a blog.
Or has the daughter seen Mommy's black eye she had for
bloody eye. Literally blood in her eye.
She ran into a door.
Mommy fell down the stairs.
Again, Mommy's fists are all bloody because when I fell hands down.
Well, it definitely wasn't Daddy because he's in jail and she's still getting those black eyes.
God, I can't imagine if my mom ever came home with a black eye from a bar
Yeah, what do you
fight.
say?
It smells like beer and Newports. Like,
But what about back to
She's got,
Ramona
like, a
though?
broken heel.
Back to Ramona. I don't understand why she. Do y'all understand why she felt the need to like even say that she was in jail? The kids don't need to.
I thought the same thing.
I didn't really think that. Obviously, you have to tell him that her boyfriend's in jail because he's not around
Who
anymore.
are you two? You guys have done TV. You know what's gonna come out, and these kids are gonna find out, wouldn't you? I would rather my kids hear it from my mouth and not the newspaper.
yeah, but
Maybe-
like on
maybe
a
not on
platform
TV.
with them all lined, like
Yeah,
exactly
and
like Cam
maybe-
said, lined up, like
She's just like,
ready, everyone. Like we're gonna take a picture at Sears.
Ready?
We were in jail.
First, we're gonna do the family Christmas photo, and then after that, I'm gonna break some really bad news.
Because everybody goes on picnics, you know.
But I want to be real honest with y'all.
With no food.
Yeah, not just a blanket
And a
the
camera
kids
crew.
perfectly placed with the camera crew. Daddy's in jail.
And Mommy
And
went
I've
to
been
jail.
there too.
And by the way, if you go on Perez Hilton and you see my mugshot, I was in jail too. So that's why I do think she probably.
So I
said
don't know
it.
where you guys were. Mommy and Daddy were both in jail.
But it's
So-
okay.
So
I
when
didn't
you-
see any bad guys.
And when you tell your kids, you take them to a picnic, just like I did, and tell them you went to jail.
Because I'm gonna. Then she's talking about her like she's like when my granddad went to jail. Now she's like telling the kids about that, and then she's telling her kids about her going to jail. I'm like, you might as well take the kids to counseling next time instead of the picnic. Skip the picnic.
Straight to the counselor.
Nothing
Straight
makes
to the
it.
psychiatrist's office.
Nothing makes it bad news easier to take than a good old picnic with zero food.
What I think they were already prefaced because their real father had a criminal background as well.
So the real dad's in jail, and now the boyfriend.
Well, no, the real dad is in the Middle East.
Yeah,
That's where he
That's
left.
why she left him because he was doing business with the
I
mob
remember that.
and she didn't want to have anything to do with that. So she left him, and now she starts dating a guy who gets arrested.
So now the kids are probably like, well, why the hell did we leave?
Why did we leave Daddy?
She was probably like, I really just didn't like the country. I didn't like living there, so.
My father wanted to stay. Oh, God.
All right.
So
She's
let's
like-
move on to our favorite, Big Inge.
Yes.
Big Edge and Little Louie. Little Louie. We have a new Lisa from Beverly Housewives with Jiggy. She has
Yes.
this
We have the new Jiggy.
Pomeranian that is just adorable. Which I
Louie's
thought,
cuter though.
oh,
Much cuter.
by far. Not gonna lie, I actually.
He's younger.
Okay, wait, not as cute as Chanel.
Oh no, Chanel from Housewives of Atlanta is adorable.
Yeah, Chanel is
But
cute.
here's a little thing. If you guys watch Housewives of Beverly Hills, I met Jiggy the other day,
No way.
You did, yes.
and he's not fluffy.
No,
His
he's,
hair
no,
is
he's
like-
bald.
he's got
Stringy.
the
Wiry.
alopecia.
Alopecia or whatever, yeah.
I was very disappointed because I just was like, oh my God, I grabbed him. I was like,
he dropped
"Ooh."
him.
he like snapped at you like.
No, he doesn't like move like he's on Xanax or something. Like he just like.
Clearly. Along with the rest of the housewives.
But you know who's not is Big Ange's little Louie. That little dog is all over the place, like biting her finger
Oh
off.
my God, peeing all over the store. all over the costume shop, and she's like, "That's outlet of Lily, out Lily."
Pete over there.
It makes them clean it up.
Yeah, the store owner was cleaning up little Louie's
Clean up
pee.
your dog's pee.
And she's like, "Ah, there he goes again."
It looks like a little Ewok.
You missed the spot.
He's gonna go over there on the rug next.
Yeah.
What
just
is
watch
it? Okay, I love her lines that she was talking about. When I was younger, men used to buy me cars and buy me fur coats.
Persian cats
and
from
I
other
can't
countries.
even get him to buy me a little puppy dog.
As she's holding one, like she needs, what does she need more? Yeah. Like,
Well, no.
I think a guy was supposed to buy her this one, right?
Well, this is what I was
And he
confused by
didn't.
because a few weeks back she said to her son, I met this wise guy and he got me a Pomeranian. He thought we were going to be together. But then today she made it seem like
She bought it. He was supposed to get
the
it for her,
wise
but
guy
she
didn't
bought
buy
it.
it for her. And then there's a difference between the wise guy and the douchebag. And the douchebag was supposed to buy it.
How do you keep track? Wise guys, douchebags. Do they have names?
I know.
no.
That'd be a lot easier for me to follow.
oh, and
Oh, the douchebag.
And then you've got to remember the mental case who bought her the knife that doesn't show fingerprints.
That's the same one.
She gets the best gifts.
Oh, he brought me roses and a nice vase, and then a knife that doesn't show fingerprints. I was like, oh my God.
Just what I've always wanted.
I gotta tweet that immediately. Quotes by Big Ange. We've got to
knife
start
with no
that because
fingerprints.
a knife. I mean, whatever girl wants.
Yeah.
And how does that work?
Means
A
when
knife with no finger. Well, but how does? What is it?
You must just buff it right off.
Yeah, you just blow the fingerprints off.
How do you not leave your fingerprints on a
How's
knife?
how's that possible?
No, you guys didn't hear what she said. A knife with no fingerprints. But when she grabs it, then the fingerprints are on there.
Ooh, O.J. Simpson would have liked that kind of knife.
Oh, I thought she said a knife that doesn't show
that's what I
fingerprints. Like, this
thought.
is new technology.
I
And I'm going to go commit a B&E
State
right
of the
after
art.
this.
Oh, that's what I thought. Wait, what was
So
it?
I'm just kidding. That's probably what she was saying.
Yeah, I'm sure there's some type of alloy.
Oh, alloy.
Oh, really?
Oh, look
Sorry.
Is that like aloe?
I'm here.
Someone
I'm
knows
not a
little-
pilot, but I got the word.
Pilot.
So, what was the quote of the night for you guys?
That was mine.
Was it?
No, mine was diaper up.
Diaper Up, by far.
Diaper up was good, yeah.
Ramona gave us some
She's
quality
actually had
time.
some good. She's probably the most articulate now because I used to think that Drita was pretty good, minus her fallouts here, but Ramona's actually pretty good.
They do. Her, Ramona, and Drita say the best little
Little zingers.
Yeah, they say the best weird, imaginative, crazy stuff. Like they're good.
I think Renee even talked about that tonight. She was like, you two come up with the craziest names for
Yes.
each other.
Like a few weeks
Or was
ago.
that a few weeks ago?
Yeah, because she said, you guys come up with, it was so funny because they do.
Yeah.
There's zingers back and forth.
We should just have a sit down, but them across the room and be like, be funny.
Go.
say something about her outfit. Do it.
Well, speaking about outfits, Karen went off to New York to promote her new book, which is titled Mob.
What is it, Brittany?
What was it?
What's the title of the book?
Oh, it is Mob Daughter.
There you go.
Mob Daughter.
My one note, everyone. Mob Daughter.
Which apparently
Brittany's
on
our
Twitter
research
is
and
doing really
development.
well, but so are Drita's shirts. But so as females, what did you think about Karen's
Rainbow
colorful-
Bright?
Yeah.
Oh my God, Rainbow Bright. I
Thank
love when
God
she
she had
said,
Spanx.
I need to turn off Mob and turn on Mob and turn on Model. I was like, I think you should just stick with Mob. I wouldn't even attempt the Model one. That was just hard to watch.
That was really hard
I
to
don't know
watch,
what
especially those back angles too.
Rain-
She's like- I was like, that's not a good look. They just clipped that in to be funny.
Yeah.
Do you guys think that she had a stylist for that? Or
Rainbow
do you think she
Bright.
went out and picked
No, she got that at Ross.
that one?
Yeah.
Or Rainbow. If
I
you
will
guys go
say-
out to New York, there's a store called Rainbow, which is
That's where that came from.
She got that in West Hollywood. That's for all the drag queens.
Yeah,
That's
that was a drag.
From
that's
Unicorn Alley.
That's from Dragwear.
Santee
No,
Alley.
but that white thing that she had on second when she was in the interview, that was nice. I
That
thought
was
she
nice.
looked. I thought she looked better there. So I give you.
But the sequin top at the courthouse that Renee had on
Oh, that was
needs
great.
to be discussed
That's gonna be another mob superlative we're gonna do is best dressed,
every week. Or
or
worst dressed.
actually worst dressed.
Yeah.
Exactly. Who wore the most tackiest outfit?
Well, actually, before we get back to Karen, let's talk about that situation when she came out of the courtroom. Reality TV, obviously, they do this. They look for the best place to
Bench.
sit them up, and it's always a park bench. For some odd reason, producers love.
Parks and restaurants,
And picnics.
And,
yeah, which is in the park.
the picnic was new for me.
There wasn't a bench that would fit all the kids.
Yeah. But do you guys think that? But then I started wondering because I'm like, why is Renee having this conversation with Junior on this bench right here in the middle of nowhere? Or is that because you think that they couldn't bring cameras a certain amount of feet from the courthouse?
Probably.
That's
Yeah,
what-
it seems like
Oh.
they were on that same
No.
park bench. Now here.
Sorry to think so logically. With Marlo.
Yeah, what are you doing?
No, because there's cameras a lot in courtrooms sometimes. I don't know if for this show. I wonder if the producers are trying to be a little hands off from who's at what's actually going on. Because some of it is, I mean, actually, a lot of this is really happening in real life. Like major mob things are going down.
Right.
And for like liability purposes, what if somebody? I don't know. I just think maybe they're trying to. I don't know. Then again, maybe the courthouse is like, no, you can't film this stupid show. While we're trying to do real things. I don't know.
Not the Michael Jackson case. This is Mob Wives.
This is VH1 trying to get a permit here.
Sorry. Go to the park bench 100 feet away.
Yeah.
You guys,
You can get the
Feel free to
courthouse.
The
use
park
the
bench is
outside.
for all reality shows. Move it down.
Well, maybe it was her sequin top.
yeah,
That's not coming in here.
no.
Not allowed.
Wait, if you guys
Honey,
could
what's
just
this?
get
What's
somebody
happening?
else.
What's going on here? No.
So Karen has a book coming out, and you said Drita's doing shirts.
Drita has shirts out with her sayings on them, and it's doing all right. But I think Karen will probably make more money because of the book thing.
Do we
Oh.
want that? Would you guys like? Is that appealing? Like,
Well, we talked
That
about it
says,
last week.
I haven't fought since the streets.
I mean,
to wear the boxing
But
gloves,
that's-
man.
I would never pay for something that I could just go make myself.
Well, not only that, it's just the uncomfortable thing about, she's a mom and people actually, it's like the whole wrench comment, she not wrench to your throat and boss lady and I'll never bow down to you motherfuckers and just those things. I mean, I get it. They're trying to make money and be independent from whatever they were.
Right. They're trying to capitalize on this.
But we talked about it last week about even with this book, the reality that people will come after her. It's blood money in the sense, okay, maybe some rich, the correct word would be.
I think she made a good point though about it, that it is her story and she should be allowed to tell her story.
And they may not be entitled to any money, but it's just the fact that there's going to be people coming after her. So it's interesting. It came out on Tuesday, on Valentine's Day. So
Oh, how lovely. Nothing says I love you than a book
blood
about
money.
19
blood.
murders.
Yeah,
that's-
your dad murdering 19 people.
Daddy's a murderer.
That's the other note.
Yeah, that was.
the
Oh,
note.
that was my other note. Yeah.
19 murders.
He killed
and mob
19
daughter.
people. Can y'all tell how good I did in school with taking notes?
And
It's
I mean,
all up in
he
that
was
head.
a rat, so I get that part of it. But I've never heard never heard Karen try and defend the things that he's done. Whereas you still get Drita and Renee. Renee will revert back and she'll start defending her father.
Well, that's because Karen wants you to buy the book.
Yeah, but even before she started writing the book. No, yeah, but I get, but Renee and even Drita, she still defends Lee. Like she never told the daughter, "Dad's in prison because he did wrong."
Because they didn't rat.
Yeah,
know
I
what I
thought that
mean?
was a little not
I
exploitation.
think it
but it's
hurt.
just,
I think Karen's embarrassed, or like I think she was hurt. I've seen interviews she's done where she talks about how hurt she was by the fact that her father became an informant, because all her life, all he talked to her about was loyalty.
what they
loyalty.
ingrained in her.
And then when he turns around and does the complete opposite, it shatters everything that you thought was,
But you think about, I'm sure we all watch movies, and certain parents, they make concessions and they end up compromising some of what their integrity was or what they tried to pass on to their children to either save their lives or give them a longer life or give them a better life. There are certain concessions that parents make.
Yeah. I don't know. Well, 19
Especially more so
murders is
moms. I mean, I give it to you, women. You
Sorry.
sacrifice a lot.
Yeah.
Men can walk away from it a little bit easier, or they have.
What a big man you are.
Yeah.
Well, speaking
I'm
of,
keeping my baby.
while she was at the photo shoot, though, she gets a phone call from her ex. Was there an ex-husband or just ex?
They're still married. Who are you talking about? Drita?
No, Karen.
Oh, no,
Oh.
that wasn't at a photo shoot. That was at her house.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Was
it
that
was at her
her?
house.
Uh-huh,
It was at
she
her
was-
apartment.
She had,
And
a
that-
big,
she
she
had
had
that
that big old
moo-moo.
moo on. That's what I was gonna say.
They weren't
Is this the
married.
guy that's in Arizona?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
He was real angry that she would.
The old G.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
this kind of started the couples
The same old
therapy.
G.
All right, honey. This kind of started the couples therapy here for us. She believes that she needs to provide for her family. He feels that she needs to be back in Arizona with the kids, the family. Clearly, they're not together anymore. So
It's an off and on Rocky thing that they've talked about. Because he was in jail for a while. And I think he's out on like work release or whatever.
What do you guys? Where do you put the situation? Do you think it's right for Karen to send her daughter to Arizona?
Okay, wait, back it up. Do we think she's a good mom before we even talk about that? Well, then what difference does it make if she's there or in New York?
I think she might have. I mean, sometimes she's good around her when she's with her daughter. Karen seems like she's a good mom. But the second her daughter's out of the room, she's like, "Fuck you! Yeah, I'm gonna keep coming for you." Like, also,
I don't think she's a good person, so there's no way I think she's a good mother.
Right.
I don't think she's good at anything. We saw that tonight with her trying to model. Whew. Trying to dress her, hard pass.
Well, what do you think? Going back, you saw season 1. What do you think about Drita's modeling pictures that she sent to Lee in prison?
Well, none of them need to be in front of a camera unless it's a video camera and it's shooting Mob Wives. Anything else? Like, look at this photo if you are watching streaming live. Check out Drita's pose right here. Yeah. Nothing says high fashion and grabbing that collar and popping it.
Like,
I mean, that is a model pose. What? I mean, look at him. I mean, no, that is sheer beauty.
Renee's giving face in that picture, even though it was sculpted like that.
Okay, we gotta talk about that for a second. How great does Renee look when she's doing her interview? Like when she's talking to the camera, she looks nice. Her face is the second she doesn't have makeup on in the house. Ooh.
Junior Bacon's out the door.
Put a little powder on, a little gloss.
I know she should not film without makeup on because she does those kitchen scenes and stuff, and I'm like, what is wrong with you, girl? There's cameras there.
Okay.
You can't just roll out in a ponytail, no makeup.
Let's get into Renee right now. Like, what is she on? Because this girl is tweaking left and right. Do you think it could be bipolar? Do you think it's medication she's on?
She said she's got depression. Like, she's got severe depression. Yeah. She's battled it forever.
And bipolar. It's all of it. She's bipolar, she's depression, she's high anxiety with what's going on in her life. I do feel for her. I think she's on a lot of stuff, which clearly would make sense because her behavior is crazy.
Is she the one with Junior?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that was the one that I totally felt for the whole time. Like, she cried the whole episode. Well, being a first-time watcher, I don't know her story.
I think we all felt for her to begin with, but then you look back in that whole therapy session. I mean, what was your take on the therapy session? I felt bad for Junior, to be honest. And I'll tell you why in just a minute. Go ahead, knock it out.
Oh,
I felt it went nowhere. The session
like he's got the answers, and we got to try to live up to it. All right, I would think, and Cam, tell me if I'm right.
Riddle me this.
Riddle me this.
I think it's the same situation, and RuPaul says it best. But if you don't love yourself, how the hell are you gonna love somebody else?
That's what I'm talking about.
Amen.
I think, like Junior says, we got in a relationship at a young age. And I mean, 23, 24, you could find the person that you're going to be with for the rest of your life. I'm not doubting that. My parents are together. They've been together since that age. But not when they're straight out of jail. Of course, he's going to want to screw anything that he can. Like,
straight out of cop.
But I'm going to give her side. She did get married to him, and he did cheat on her and have a baby with another girl, had the baby.
Right.
She stuck by him 12 years, all these prison things. She's put in her dues, and all she wanted was validation about what he's done. And when he sits there and acts like, oh, it was, rushed into it, it makes her feel like, really? Like,
this whole time I'm thinking, why is she with him?
Yeah, I know.
Which brings me back to the point because she's her father's daughter. So her wanting validation out of a lifestyle that she puts out there and she's very proud of, that she talks bad about it. She vacillates back and forth. She talks so bad about it, but when she's talking with Drita and Carla, she's not going to get validation. So why are you trying to ask for it? You know that this is the lifestyle. They're not going to admit to anything, but yet you want it. And you want it with him. And the fact of the matter, when they got together, her dad was a big-time crime boss. So maybe Junior really didn't want to get married to her, but he really didn't have a choice.
He was scared.
Let's be honest about it. Yeah.
You see that scar on his eye?
Remember he said the dad tossed out a box of rings and said, pick one.
Oh, yeah.
He didn't have a choice.
That was like, he did not think on his own, I'm going to go ring shopping.
And I don't
Daddy
hate Renee.
Said, pick one.
But she's crazy. She's crazy.
Today's the day.
Which one do you think she'll like?
I've made dinner reservations for you already. Take one of these.
Yeah.
Now imagine the finger I chopped off for that.
I know.
So I'm just saying, I'm not saying Junior is innocent by any means, but Renee is a little crazy, and she should accept and acknowledge the life that she comes
And
from.
she jumped a little bit to conclusions. Like, he was just saying how it started, how it was when they were younger, and she just got so emotional so quick and was starting to get, I was like, whoa.
How dare you?
I was with the therapist. I was like, the therapist was like, whoa, what did you hear? I thought the exact same thing. I'm like, wait, did I just go in a bathroom break and didn't realize it? What did I just miss?
Yeah, she did go crazy.
But I mean, I think this is something we've been seeing this whole season. And Carla pointed out at the end. She said, "I'm worried about her. I'm worried for her health. Like, I feel like she's gonna." I mean, since the Crumb incident is when I started looking at her like, this is really crazy. And the Crumb thing, it's like, okay, you're taking another situation out here. But then last week is when I got annoyed with her. When they had the spa party and she was chopping things up and she was like, yeah, you know, I don't want to do it. I mean, if we're going to talk about it, then we'll talk about it, but it's fine. At the end of the day, I'm fine with it. But if you and it was like, bitch, what? Go upstairs, take your medication, and cut it out.
Or cut your medication back some. I think maybe lay it off of it a bit.
That's exactly it, because it talks about it later on in blogs. Currently, in that time period, she was on major medication, and she wasn't thinking clearly.
Well, and I was saying I think if I was watching all this stuff, watching me on TV, and I was acting like that, even if I hadn't taken one pill or done anything, I bet, oh yeah, I was on meds. I was on tons of meds. Lots of them. I'm actually going to go to rehab.
In between
I'm actually going to get help for them.
Because she commented on Ramona and Karen, because that whole thing, she blew up at Ramona, but she commented that she looks back and she's never questioned Ramona and Karen's loyalty. But during that time period, she was on so many meds that she was just taking everything off in the wrong direction.
Reality shows also do that to you when you're like filming when you go kind of crazy.
Pills are fun.
I was just popping them in like take that. I mean, we look at this situation and it's like, honestly, out of all of them, I think Big Ange literally is the most level-headed. And that's really kind of crazy.
Yeah, and it shows over and over, and I love that. I love that about Big Ange, because she really doesn't want drama. She just really wants to be happy and laugh about her little dog and stuff. That's all she wants.
Life experience.
She's like the drunken monkey. I want to go there.
I know. Let's go on a field trip.
Yeah.
I'm down.
We should do a show from the drunken monkey.
Oh my God, that would be amazing. Who wants to pay for it? We have sponsors out there listening?
Bing!
Bing! Bing!
Well, so even with look at me, Renee, you know, Drita starts talking about her relationship with Lee. Lee calls her, apologizes.
Admits to it.
Admits to things. Now, let me ask you this. Do you think he's sitting in jail?
Exactly.
Okay. Saying this, or do you think someone told him, this bitch went in the room? She brought cameras in the room. They read a letter out your jacket out the room.
No, because he kind of threatened her, right? He said, we don't want to be enemies. You don't want that.
You don't want me to act. You don't want me to act because I can act crazy or something like that.
I was like, oh, is that a threat?
Yeah.
Yeah, and she's like, I don't want that either. I was like, oh, look who dropped her balls all of a sudden.
She's like crying. Okay, I'll go.
Look who all of a sudden doesn't have a dick.
Because last week they talked about he's contesting the divorce.
Yeah.
He didn't sound like it.
No, well, last week she heard the rumor, and then you saw the previews of upcoming, and she actually says it herself in like a voiceover, saying that he is contesting the divorce.
And let me say this again about these boroughs that they live in, because she heard the rumor from the neighborhood, from one of her friends when they went to lunch, and she's like, it's all over the neighborhood.
Several different boroughs are talking about it. Have you heard?
So then I'm like, where is this neighborhood that they live in? I mean, I don't know if I want to live there. I'd be fighting with everybody.
I mean, is Paul Revere running through the streets in these boroughs? All right, Renee. Lee's contesting it. Lee's contesting Drita's divorce. Oh, ding, 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 ding. Oh no, I heard it from the borough.
Ramona doesn't think Renee should be with Junior.
Drita put Carla in the hospital.
Cuckoo! Rides away on a horse. But of course, Renee has to bring it back to her, and as she's telling her, how can you say Lee's a good father if he treats you bad? And then she...
Oh God, I'm snorting.
All right, we're going to take a moment of silence to pull ourselves together.
Bing. Maybe it's time for a commercial break.
Yeah, sounds good.
Phil, take us to a commercial break, please. We'll come back with that conversation.
We gotta collect ourselves.
AfterBuzz TV. Hi, I was once like you, a lazy, angry loner whose only joy was watching TV and surfing the net. And, like you, after I'd see one of my favorite TV shows, I'd be so excited and have so many questions that I'd actually have to talk to my douchebag coworkers about it at the water cooler. Then I discovered AfterBuzzTV.com. AfterBuzz TV produces after-show webcasts and podcasts for TV series of all kinds, like post-game wrap-up shows for all your favorite TV shows. AfterBuzz TV hosts are industry insiders who break down episodes of shows, take calls from fans, and interview cast and crew from each series, with over 60 different after shows, from Boardwalk Empire to American Idol to Vampire Diaries to Real Housewives, and more. Now, after a night of TV, I can ignore my stupid coworkers, who I hate, and go straight to my desk and watch or listen to all my favorite AfterBuzz TV after shows, and have all the TV fan interaction I need. Thank you, AfterBuzz TV. AfterBuzz TV. What do you want to buzz about?
Oh my God.
All right, we are back. Oh my gosh, guys, I apologize for that. Back into that conversation, though.
Speaking of meds.
Speaking of meds, Renee had to bring it back to herself again. You know, with Drita talking about Lee. You know, Renee's giving her advice, and it's kind of like sinking in her head. Like, what the hell am I freaking doing? Like,
Yeah.
I'm listening to what's coming out of my mouth, and it's
She's
Junior.
black kettle calling myself. Black.
I know. I love that she was taking it one direction by saying, you know, is he a good father or something that could hurt his mother? And then all of a sudden, it's all about Rita. I mean, Rita, yeah. I was like, what? Wait, I thought we were talking about
Drita.
Yeah, Drita. It was Renee. Good old Renee, always twiling it back.
so I don't know. I am worried about her, and obviously we've read in the papers that Junior was really with her just to get.
It's heartbreaking to watch this go down.
And I can imagine what that episode is going to be like.
Oh my God.
I wonder if because I think they were done filming.
No, they're not. That's definitely filmed.
It definitely is.
When did it happen?
A couple weeks ago.
Oh, because I was gonna
Like
say
4 weeks ago.
if they were done filming, they weren't when that happened. They
The arraignment was a couple weeks ago.
yeah.
because I think
so
they
if
might
it's-
be wrapping up the season now.
I
You
read-
can still be your show can be on, and you can still be doing interviews for the last few episodes.
Yeah.
So I bet they
Kevin
did.
was saying that he talked to, because they wanted Maria to do that whole morning buzz thing or whatever. So I think they were in episode 9 at the time. So this is like 3-4 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Okay, so
He's
that's like
already-
14 episodes.
And Junior's already in protective, the
Witness
secret
protection.
witness protection
Is he
program.
really?
He already is. Yes.
He was
I
a
read an
DEA
article
informant.
of Renee, and she said that when she found out, you know, she would have ratted him out. Like if she would have known, she would have let her father know. Like, because they said, what would you have chosen? She's like, I would have chosen my father all day long.
Well, right.
100%. She would have
We
won.
Yeah.
even see next week in the preview. She said something about the driver got stopped.
Got nabbed. Her father's driver.
Yeah, got pulled over. So
False spoiler alert before you say things like that.
spoiler alerts.
Oh, Deborah girl.
This is going to be a huge end of this season.
Mob daughter.
I'm so excited. And you know what? Actually, that's probably the best place for them to end it because we're gonna so want to come back for season 3 to see
Right.
how that goes.
Yeah.
I do feel bad for Renee. I mean, going through depression, anxiety, and her anxiety is really crazy. Like,
I feel
you
really
see
bad.
her
but
shaking like
she seems
Her Newport.
What's going? I know.
smoking through her
Those
nose. Like,
fingernails. She can see that she really is about to pop. I mean, I feel really bad for her, like really bad.
But I also feel that she puts herself in that situation. Again, her sister
does.
is the producer, right, and all that stuff. I feel bad for her son. Of all the characters
Oh
on
my
this
gosh,
TV show,
seriously.
her son.
and well, what did she say today for him to walk? Yeah, he walked into their bedroom and said, "Mom, are you okay?" And then looked at Junior and said,
Dad, I
"Dad,
won't
if
be
you
mad if you leave.
She's crazy.
how about we send Junior to live in Arizona, like or something?"
well, that.
Well, he did. He
I mean,
is.
not Junior. I mean, AJ.
AJ. Well, AJ's going to be the new little Renee or little freaking Sammy Bowles' daughter. What's her name? Karen. Because AJ's
Yep,
dad
now your
just
dad's a
ratted
rat.
out granddad and mom and everything. It's going to be, he's an informant. Now, what happened is, does the son never talk to his dad again? Is that what his dad just did? Just chose to be completely out of his life, rat out his granddad, and then go to witness protection. That means I don't think you can talk to anybody. No. Especially, you got to pick one.
They give you a special boost cell phone, a mobile boost. They actually give everyone the witness so you can see.
A Metro PCS.
Each month you get a new Boost mobile.
I don't think AJ really at this point cares. I think he's probably just as looped up in the head as his mother.
Yeah, our parents are God to us, so regardless of what's going on with that, he's gonna have to come to terms with it and deal with all that bull.
How old is AJ?
16, 17?
16, yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's a junior.
Where's Big Ange's AJ? Bring him back.
He was there.
Maybe Big Ange should take little AJ and just have the AJ.
Have the AJs.
Let him work at the Drunken Monkey.
Yeah. I want to work at the Drunken Monkey. I was thinking.
I want to get drunk at the Drunken Monkey.
I want a drunk monkey.
Well, supposedly it's doing good because of the show. She was on some LA show. She was here 2 weeks ago.
Sure, everyone goes. I would. I want to go.
But it was interesting to watch her when they interview her and she comes out, and her presence is so immense. It's crazy because even the hosts, they were kind of taken aback, not scared of her, but it's just her energy is just so big.
Big Ange.
I mean, I imagine in real life she really is a big bitch.
Big trans.
Yeah, that's what I thought when I first saw her. I was like, I don't know about this.
Because last week we talked about her cocaine deal, right? That's all that came out. Her history. She was taken down for cocaine trafficking at some of her establishments. That's her connection to all of that. I mean, she's family too, but she used to deal. And they showed pictures of her back in the day. She looked like a blonde Polish girl.
So now I really want to go to the Drunken Monkey.
Well, now we gotta make a trip.
Get drunk, get some cocaine.
Big Ange.
We got some of that goods. All right, so on a lighter note, let's get into our special segment.
Lighter than Coke? I don't think we can get lighter than that.
Speaking of lighter subjects, fuck, marry, kill. Let's go around the room. Who would you want to F? Who would you want to marry? And who would you want to kill on the show?
Both of mine are the same. Big Ange. And then, obviously, Karen. Oh, to kill. To knock off.
Cammy?
Big Ange's son. And Junior.
Oh, I don't even think about the other men on the show. Obviously, I'm not a
true lesbian.
Obviously, I'm not a lesbian. I was just thinking out of the mob.
She's just into trannies.
I picked Big Ange's son because how great would Big Ange be as a mother-in-law?
Well, I'm married to Big Ange now, apparently. And I'm having sex with her. I just turned a lesbian. I didn't even know it.
And doing drugs with her.
Yes. Big Ange is fun.
Would you like to change your answer?
And you said you would kill Junior.
Alrighty. He's a rat.
Tyler, you want to throw this out there?
I would definitely marry Big Ange, and then I would fuck. Who's the one you said looks like reminds me of Jolie?
Ramona. You like Ramona?
Ramona. And then I'd throw that bitch who wrote the book. I can't stand her.
Mob daughter?
Mob daughter. Yeah. She's done. She got that dress at Ross, and she's over.
So first one's who I'd fuck.
Yeah.
I would fuck Carla's husband.
Oh, well,
you're
reaching in the bag.
Yeah.
He's hot.
See, I don't know the guy.
I would marry Ramona. And then
you would marry Ramona?
Is that the one I would fuck?
Yeah.
I still got the names.
Oh, I'm queer. It's all good. And then as far as taking somebody out, I would probably take out Sammy. Not that he's a character, but still just get that done.
He is not on the show.
Oh, so we're not counting that?
No, I'm not counting that one. We need to know which one of these biatches will you push?
Carla, I'm trying to get to her husband.
Oh, there you go.
All right. Fuck, I would Ramona, marry Big Ange, kill. Honestly, probably Karen.
Okay, so it's almost all of us Karen, unanimous, except
the book writer.
What?
The book writer.
Yes.
So we have the exact same answers.
Yeah, y'all do.
All right.
Ding, 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 ding. We have two. We need a tiebreaker.
All right, so you guys can actually tweet us. Let us know. You can tweet me at DJ Jesse J.
At Tamakova777.
At Brittany Brower.
At Kameron Safford. We're original with our Twitter names.
At Ty_Brox.
Or at AfterBuzz TV. And you can also Facebook us and let us know right on our post on our wall, AfterBuzz TV. Let's get into predictions.
And now, your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
So Halloween's coming up, apparently. And it's next week. And Ramona's having a party, and so is Drita. What kind of drama?
Of course, on the same night. Of course.
There is only one night
I think
to
that's
do
sticking
it.
There is only one Halloween.
Well, that does make sense. I just mean, of course, those two are throwing their own.
How dare
But
she
it was
go
kind of the way they played it too on the show.
Yeah.
Like, of course, it's on the
Whatever
same
happened
night.
to the Mischief Night party?
Yeah.
The what party?
The Mischief Night party.
What Mischief Night?
What's that?
Like there's October 30th and then there's October 31st, the Halloween party and the Mischief Night
Oh,
party.
I never heard about that.
No one's ever invited me to one of those
Yeah.
mischief parties.
I can't say that I've ever been to a mischief party.
We're too busy.
But I'm all for having 2 nights to go out and party and wear the same costume. Love it.
Well, Mischief Night is more like you're actually just trashing things.
Are
so
you saying
it's-
mischief?
Yeah.
Mischief.
That's what
I'm like mischief. What is it?
Well, I'm sure.
Makeshift.
I'm sure Karen's getting
make the
that
other
one,
one.
getting that one together as far as Mischief Night. Well, what do you think that these Halloween? What kind of drama is going to come up in these Halloween?
What's going to be
Did you see
who
what
attend
Drita
to?
was wearing?
Yeah.
Well, obviously we know Karen and Ramona are going to be at the same one. Drita and
Carla
are going to be. Where do you think Renee's going?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Where's
Both.
Renee going? Yeah,
She
right.
can't not go to both.
She'll go to both.
But where's Big Ange?
I was gonna
going?
say, where's Big Ange? That's
Oh no, she'll be at Drita's because Drita's and her are close.
what's she
That's
gonna
true.
be?
She doesn't ever hang out with Drita.
I want to know what she's gonna be.
No, she's actually. I think
That's
she's
really the
cooler with
prediction.
Ramona than Karen. But they do. That's why when they were at the park with Drita, or it was Big Ange and Drita, she's kind of like Renee. She instigates a little bit too. She kind of throws some verbal landmines out there. But
Yeah,
I think she'll probably end up at Drita's.
I think she'll be at Drita's.
I do too.
And then Karen and Ramona are going to.
Well,
be
somebody's got to
pissed.
be at Drita's besides Carla.
I would go to
all
Drita's.
of her daughter's friends.
The producers were probably like, okay, somebody's got to go to Drita's, or she can't have a party.
Yeah, did you see what she was wearing?
Who?
Drita next week.
What was it, like
Her
a
costume
devil
was-
thing or something?
Yeah.
What do we think Big Ange is going to be next week?
A tranny.
A nurse.
What if she was?
Oh, that would be
With a
amazing.
short skirt.
God, that would be a great episode to see.
She's going to be the abominable snow.
Persian cats from other
She's a
countries.
snow beast. I love it.
No, she's just gonna be a knife with no fingerprints. just be the knife.
I'm a masked murderer.
By the way, you always got to put sexy in front of it. A sexy knife.
Yeah.
I'm a sexy masked murderer.
Sexy douchebag.
Renee's father is getting close to getting pinned. What kind of dramas? Do we think she's going to figure out something with Junior next week as far as how the driver got caught? Because obviously he got caught. Because
How many more episodes are left?
We're in 7, probably about 14.
So
7 more.
probably
14
about
left.
7 more.
Yeah.
7 more.
So probably about 7 more episodes. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, then she's not gonna find out next week.
No, not yet. We got a little bit.
They're gonna leave
I'm
that one
predicting
for then.
episode 10 or 11.
It's
Wait,
gonna
so
start.
it's a 15. This one's 15 episodes this season.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. And then we'll get the reunion. And
I think no,
Which
she's not gonna find out until at least 10, but I think maybe even later than that.
And
Like-
she's
I don't
gonna
know.
do a 3rd season.
who?
Oh, I'm sure.
Oh, she's in it to win it. This
Renee?
is
Yeah.
all. She's in it
Renee's
for the
not
money.
going anywhere.
Oh no, I'm thinking of. Oh yeah, that's the one who's with the son and the father, right?
Yeah.
Right, and her
Yeah.
sister's the
The
producer.
producer of the show.
Oh,
I mean,
so
if
she's kinda
Renee
in.
can make it alive to season 3,
I'm saying,
Yeah.
like, how is she?
She's going to the
She's
nut house
dead.
next season.
gonna
Next
be
season's
doing-
gonna be celebrity
Yeah.
reality.
Yeah, she's in celebrity rehab next
Yeah.
season. That's where she's at.
she has to Skype in from Mob Wives.
She's got a bunch of shows
Coming
on the
live.
She
plate.
just comes on the laptop and sits her down and have lunch with her.
Exactly.
Well,
She's got
I'm
Gary Busey with her.
she brings Jen a stick and send back on the show. I'm excited. I can't wait for it. Again, you guys can follow us at AfterBuzzTV.com. Follow us on Twitter, AfterBuzzTV.
F, Marry, Kill.
Yeah, tweet us. Who do you want to F? Who do you want to marry? Who do you want to kill? Tell your friends about us. We're here every week right after the show. Again, you can follow me at DJ Jesse J.
At Tomakava777.
At Brittany Brower.
At Kameron Safford.
At Ty_Brox.
Until next week, same time, same place. Peace.
From Bing.com, executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV Network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later!
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.